What's up guys, Super Gimp here, or as I like to be called by my real name, which is Dean, and welcome back to Throwback Thursday. Thank you for joining me today. In the background we have some World at War gameplay. This is only the second time on my channel that I've ever uploaded World at War gameplay. The first one was the one that I used when I came back for Throwback Thursday for Season 2, and this one I've had for a while in the vault, I just didn't use it last season. So this particular gameplay is me just absolutely shredding through the competition with the MP40, and I understand that that is a statement that clearly indicates that I am lacking all sorts of skill, so I understand that, but it does pertain to what I want to talk about today, and that is overpowered guns in Call of Duty. And since the beginning of time, or since the beginning of Call of Duty multiplayer, there has always been an overpowered gun. It never fails. There's always one gun that the community declares the most overpowered thing, and you just shouldn't use it. Like, it's not fair. You're a scrub if you use it. Now, generally, I disagree with that notion. For the most part, I think some weapons are definitely stronger than the others, but when we get down to it, yes, the MP40 is the most ridiculous gun in history, and I'm going to go as far to claim that it is the most overpowered gun in Call of Duty history. Now, if you don't know, if you didn't play World at War, this particular gun has the hipfire of like, it's so tight. I could make like such a porn analogy here that I'm not going to, but it is so freaking tight, the hip fire on this thing. Just look at that thing. You can see it on the screen now. And it is also, I believe, it's either a 1 or a 2-shot headshot. I think it's a 1-shot, which is ridiculous. It has insane range, crazy damage, and it's got a huge headshot multiplier to allow it to just be an absolute beast. This gun, in my opinion, is truthfully the most overpowered thing in history. The only thing that it kind of lacks in is it has a little bit of recoil, but it's so easy to control once you learn it. Once you learn how the gun operates, it's really not that difficult to use. It is a beast. It's an absolute tank. Now, what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think is the most overpowered gun in Call of Duty history? Just to name a few off the top of my head: Call of Duty 4, M16, World at War, MP40, Black Ops, the FAMAS, Modern Warfare 2, the ACR. Actually, every gun in Modern Warfare 2 is overpowered, but the ACR is one that people complain about. And in Modern Warfare 3, the ACR. In Black Ops 2, the TAR 20, or not the TAR, the AN94, that's what I was trying to say. Not the TAR, the AN94. What else was really powerful in that game? The PDW before they patched it, the MSMC before they patched it in Black Ops 2. So there's definitely a lot of guns to pick from, and I want to know, what do you guys think is the most overpowered gun in Call of Duty history? What gun do you see when somebody's using it and you're like, yeah, this guy must suck because he's using this particular weapon? And additionally onto that, I want to know, what do you guys think about overpowered weapons in terms of using them? Do you think it's kind of a thing, a catch-22, where you're like, well, if I can't beat them, I might as well join them? Or is it a situation where you have like a moral code where you're like, I'm not going to use this weapon because I'm already a pretty decent player, and by using this, it just makes me that much better and unfair? I mean, what do you guys think? I used to, in Black Ops 1, I used to have sort of like a moral contradiction in terms of what I would use and what I wouldn't use. I stopped using the FAMAS after a while because I thought it was so ridiculous, and I just didn't want to be that guy. I wanted to prove my skill without having what was quote-unquote the overpowered weapon. So I stopped using the FAMAS for a while. But now that I've gotten a little bit older, I realize it doesn't freaking matter, dude. Like, just use what you want to use. It doesn't matter. If it makes you do good and you have fun when you're doing good, then go ahead and use the gun. But I'm curious, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys use the overpowered weapons or not? And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. Let me know in the comments below. And if not, feel free to give it a dislike and let's talk. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Gimp out. Peace.